Okay. The war on insurgency is taking its toll on the Nigerian security forces. And in recent weeks, we have seen an uptick or an increase in the attacks on Nigerian security forces, the military, as well as their military bases. What has caused this uptick or this rise in the terrorist attacks at this point in time, sir?
Thank you very much. The truth of the matter is that you cannot continue doing the same thing and you expect different results. Number one, when the head has a problem, the whole body becomes issue. The soldier on the ground, they are doing all their best, despite the less that they have stressed them too much. Most of these attacks you see, there are no intelligence gathering reports on this. And for example, the last attack on the 28th of April, you saw those boys round up a day and go with the equipment, tanks, all those things. The question is there is that where is the effort? All these days, you will hear Air Force is bombing, location destroying, but you find out that things are not going properly. And the president is not showing concern about the war on the Northeast. So that is why you see the whole thing repeating itself, going the same way. And the way things are going, I'm not seeing Nigeria winning the war. It's a war that will continue like that, until when the war we decide to sink the country. There's no any indication that we are ready to fight the war. The nation is at war, but even though with the body language of the president, you can see that he's not showing concern. How can a country be on the war that the chief of army staff will stay in Abuja, or the general will sit in the office? I expect all of them to move into the battlefield there. Let them be with the soldiers there, and so that they will see what is the fault going on the ground there. This is a country that the army, the federal government did not want you to stop anything that has to do with the war. They are hiding it. As a soldier, if they find you discussing what is happening there, it becomes a problem. For example, the case of General Adeni sending a video from Sambisa for reporting direct to the chief of army staff that look at what is going on there. In the video there are so many generals. There General Yaro was there and other generals. But it's only the General Adeni or this court martial, and then the move down. Is it a country that wants to win a war? Let me tell you the truth. The president and the cabal and everybody in the country know what is happening. There is an agenda. We are being colonized by Britain. They go and check the armed forces logo, which is Nigeria Army logo. Go and see what they used to write under the crown. You will know that something is wrong really with this country. I've been together with a 10-year soldier which is being colonized by Britain, Hello Army, Ghanaian soldiers. They never use the Arabic to write anything on their armed forces logo. They go and check Nigeria. This is an agenda. The army presently now are tired. Those boys are tired. They are overstressed there. And the way things are going on, I'm telling you, very soon the country may break.
Earlier on, you mentioned the fact that the military lacks proper intelligence. I mean, in terms of intelligence gathering and debriefing, what exactly is the problem with? Why do we have poor intelligence gathering, especially in this kind of a war, especially on the insurgency?
Yeah, the intelligence gathering I'm talking about, for example, these particular boys, the Boko have exactly time they are coming for attack. And when you find out either early in the morning or in the evening, I'm telling you, I expect a country that wants to win this war. Let the old general sit down and think of the country that fought the same, all this Islamic fighter, how did they succeed, like Sri Lanka and other countries like that. We need what they call drones. I tell you earlier on that there's no how we can win this war if we don't develop our AI system. We need a drone. A drone can be on the air for 6 hours, gathering information, their movement of those guys. And it has to be a drone that can strike. We need a troop that will not remain in the defense, that will go after these boys. and see how you can emulate them. They know where they are. Those guys have a camp, all the tanks and everything they are being steal from the Nigerian army. They are not taking it to neighboring countries. They are inside Nigeria there. And when I'm talking of that, the intelligence report is so poor is that probably when you give the money that's supposed to be given to a civilian that will give you a good information, you find out that maybe their pocket is the army pocket is it's not good. How do you work when you don't have intelligence report? Good intelligence, the Islamic fighters get more information from their own side more than the army. That is why you see they can round up a military base and capture everything they need on it. Even though the aircraft take off today, they have information that aircraft have take off. Those are the intelligence reports we are talking about here. The army are not getting that intelligence report, and they need equipment, and they need what can give them intelligence report that can survey far distance and monitor those guys' movements both day and night before they can win the war. The soldiers on ground cannot continue being on defense. Those boys must surely coming for them. If they are 500 on ground, those guys will come in 1,000. Then maybe they will land there up. And we have a weak air force that are not ready to air the ground, even though when they are landing them up. That is why I said, if they really want this war to end, they need to move all those generals down to the battlefield, including the chief of army staff. And the army has to do a massive recruitment, because during time of recruitment, the Afra war, you can see they train people for 2 weeks and they fought the war. During time of Echo month, they train a soldier for 3 months and they fought the war. So there is a need for them to make sure they increase the recruitment.
Part of the calls by Nigerians at some point in time was the sacking calls for the sacking of the service chiefs and the command structure of the army. Has this change also, despite this change, has it exacerbated or increased the crisis that we are having now? And is it time for Nigeria to seek help and assistance from international bodies?
Yes, that is why I'm telling you that there is no how you will keep on doing the same thing, you will get the result. By retiring the former chief of army staff and bringing the new one in does not solve any problem. One, the Boko Haram instance, they have a strong body in the military that gives them information about what is happening. Either you like it or not, the general are involved, the soldiers are involved, giving them information on the enemy, what is happening there. And that is why you see the upper hand doing like that. And for the president to sit down and have a plan B, nothing coming up from there. If the Western world are not ready to help, I expect the president to move around a neighboring country. There's nothing bad when your house is on fire and you call your neighbor for assistance. Let's forget about the US and every other district. Let's see how we can approach a country like Egypt, Algeria, South Africa, and if possible, even Ghana and all these neighboring countries for assistance, mostly on a fighter chopper and helicopter, because we need a chopper to move our troops from one point to another, and we need a chopper that will be able to do the proper work for us. Because presently now, if you say we are expecting another United Nations or Britain or France or whatever, they are not going to help because they really know that we are the cause of our problem. And Nigeria is not ready to reveal the truth of this fight of this Boko Haram to any other country. Yeah. Let the president to move around and lobby how you can approach all these African countries. When we are in Echo Mount, the Egypt assist in time of the medical, and all the wounded soldiers are being treated in Cairo here. And I know when it comes to the issue of this Islamic fighter, they will also help either to send their air force down there. We need the air force. Our problem is not the ground troops. The ground troops are doing their best. Our problem now is the air defense. We need the air equipment for air force to enable us to take these boys from air, because that is where we weak. The fight cannot be ended by only ground fighting. We need more air force intervention.
You have been in touch with the soldiers on ground. What are the concerns and what are the feelings of the soldiers themselves who are in the heat of the battle, especially as the war rages on?
My brother, as I'm talking to you now, every year tired. The youth soldier you can see on that battle spent 3 years. Many of them, they are even when they are coming back from the northeast, they took them to another southeast or south for another mission. As I'm talking to you, every Nigerian soldier has been in that northeast either twice or 3 times. And as I'm telling you, the morale of the soldier are low. They are tired because there are no improvement, fighting without no result, and they are tired about it. If you are fighting the Nigerian army, I know when you fight the other side, that this particular fight is just as if they are fighting themselves. Yeah. So they are stressed the Nigerian army. As I'm telling you, they are stressed the soldier. Every soldier is tired, and if care is not taken, I tell you, those boys may decide to drop their weapon and start coming home. Because many of them are putting on paper. And for the way it's going now, they are not ready to take any paper anymore from them again. They are a little delayed. They are not accepting resign anymore. But I'm telling you, if care is not taken, many of them will drop their hands and leave the job.
There are palpable fears and concerns that there may be a serious, uprising in the very near future, considering the fact that the military has been overwhelmed and have been overstretched. Not only are we having, crises in the northeast, we have crises in the northwest, and even the southeast now is embroiled in its own crisis too. What does this portend for the future? I mean, are there fears that there may be war on the horizon?
Thank you very much. That is why I say when the head have a problem, the whole body becomes issue. The president are not showing concern. He's not coming out to talk. That is if it is him that is there, because the General Muhammad Buhari that wants a GOP, Nigeria more deep, and I know him as a active somebody. Presently now, I can see that the person that is here is not active like the General Muhammad Buhari. I know, but the way things are going now, it's like the country is sitting in a time, and then when it explodes, the strength of the army now is in the northeast. And you cannot expect a soldier that is the northeast and you send another soldier to his village that they should be killing people and you think you will be happy, you will get a good result. No, it's going to become a disaster. I think my advice to this country generally is that there is no way to lie. We don't know things are going on. I think the president rather resign or the military should take over to make sure for us that this country come out of this insecurity because the president is not capable of handling this country anymore. That is the truth. It may be bitter. It's either he resign or the military should overthrow him and put it in order because even our neighboring country is not safe anymore. And very soon, if they overwhelm those people there, Nigeria will become next place where they are coming to. You see what is happening in Chad, and even though all this Nigeria, other this India, you can see them. So as I'm telling you now, the country is sitting on the time bomb. I'm not seeing Nigeria being together to 2023 with what is coming. I can tell you, I can see the handwriting on the wall. And I'm telling the truth, if the people surrounding the presidency cannot call themselves and tell themselves the truth, I don't know how they are going to do the magic. I'm seeing the handwriting written fully on the wall, and we cannot remain together to 2020.
Finally, let's get your perspective and your parting shot with regards to this. What do you think about the suggestion that the federal government should suspend civilian governance, especially in some of the states in the south, in the northeast, Should there be a suspension of civilian governance and replacing it with a military administrator?
A good one, but let it be all over, not only the Northeast, let it be all over the country. Let it be all over the country. That is why I said that if possible, let the military take over to enable them to rescue this country from the calamity that is about to happen, that is coming on the way right now. Let's see the military regime all over. In short, that's the best solution now for this country without even compromising about it. Because the so-called politicians and the other, they are not even helping the issue. All what they are interested in is their allowances. And if those allowances can be invested on the military and train more and equip the armed forces, I think we'll go a long way by securing this country to be together as a nation